All right, boys, here we go. We're going to have a half case of Hobby and a half case of Jumbo for tonight's break. I'm actually going to slide the camera over for a second just because underneath the camera is absolutely just Topps Chrome Dust City. I'm going to do the lint roller, and I will be right back with the sound. All right, there we go. We got my man Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. Ben Baller, the card. He's a good luck charm around here. Rub them on all 10 of the boxes. The Jumbos, 3 autograph per Jumbo. Obviously, you can see 4 of them on the overhead camera that's in the upper right-hand corner. And then you can see the 6 Hobby that are underneath the 4 Jumbo. We will do it kind of how we did yesterday with it. We'll run 3 Hobbies first and then rotate between Hobbies and Jumbos. I think that worked out pretty well yesterday, so why fix something that ain't broken? That's how they say it. I'm actually going to use the lint roller again, so shut off the microphone. I appreciate y'all once. All right, let's get rolling here. Good luck to everybody, as I already said. Into the Hobby first. We will run the 4 Jumbos, 1 Delight after this. Tomorrow we're going to go, I'll do another 29 special like we ran today with the 1 Hobby, 1 Jumbo, but I'm going to do a mixer tomorrow with some Tribute Finest, a Delight, Jumbo, Hobby. End of the month there is Topps Chrome Cosmic coming out, as well as Pristine. I have 10 cases of each coming. Allen and Ginter comes out at some point in time this month too, I believe. So does Veteran, the Vet Signature Series. That comes out as well. Those are always good for mixers and personals. I should say Retired Player Signature Series. Not vets, because they're not, I mean, they are veterans, but not necessarily vets. Like, they're not guys that are playing anymore, they're all retired, so. Those are always interesting on the buyback cards. Those are like feast or famine, too, normally. Just going, trying to bring this break up here. I do appreciate filling 3 breaks today. That's always nice to have. Even if we're running them a little bit late. The West Coast guys are loving this. I feel like the West Coast guys just wait till it's like 10 o'clock. They're like, you know, fill this break so we can have the whole group to ourselves at nighttime. Although I think this time it would. I mean, I know Terry's in the Washington, but Michael Weiss to close the 1 break. He's a Marylander, so. Drop some stuff off to the post office today. We'll probably be dropping some more off Friday or Saturday, which should be pretty much all of it other than like last night's break, probably tonight's break. That stuff will be dropped off Sunday or Monday. More than likely. Once I get all cut up, I'll stay on top of it. It's just been a little bit rough. I don't know if you have kids, you might be familiar with it. If you don't have kids, you might not be. But Right now, my daughter has RSV, so she can't go to daycare. So it's just been a little tough, and like she's not sleeping. That's actually why it took me a little bit longer to check payments. I went upstairs to go to try to help get her back to sleep because she can't like breathe right now. We have Acuna, Josh Jung, Oswaldo Cabrera Swanson, Royce Lewis. Completely have the rows jacked up. There we go. Christopher Morel, Rhys Hoskins, Stowers, Suzuki. We have Wilson Contreras for the Cubs going to Christie. Obviously, no longer a Cub. Went and signed with the Rivals. Got traded to. I think he just signed with them, to be honest. On the Authentics, going to Christie. A good first half. Let's see if she can continue a good second half. We have Corbin Carroll, Abreu, Jordan Walker, Assad, Anthony Volpe, Perez, Cavalli, and Garrett Mitchell. Have Groshans, Peguero. How was everybody's day today? We have Moreno, Vargas, David Villar, Bobby Witt Jr. I have Langeliers, Gunnar Henderson, Nolan Jones, Jose Ramirez, Zach Wheeler, Casas, Michael Toglia. I'm going to have Shea Langeliers for the Athletics. Making a little guest appearance here, going to Travis. First autograph of the break. Robbie Ray, Suzuki, Aranda, Nick Lodolo, Meneses, Naylor, Bregman, Pujols, Guerrero Jr., Outman, Manoah, and Schwarber. Josh Smith and Kershaw. Schwarber again, Witt Jr., Jung, Realmuto, Tristan Casas, Cabrera, Herrera, Smith, Jigba, Kershaw, Gonzalez, Rodriguez, Stefanik, Cal Mitchell, Buxton, Castellanos, Austin Hayes, and Hunter Green on the 260 out of 299 on the Purple Sparkle. Going to the Reds, the Flamethrower. Also going to Travis. Got Mark Vientos, O'Hoppe, Chapman, Corbin Carroll on the Technicolor, O'Neill, Betts, Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge, Paul Goldschmidt, Baez, Seager, Trout, Yastrzemski, Riley Green, Kyle Tucker, Brandon Drury, Yelich, Jimenez, Julio Rodriguez, Nick Pratto on the 27 out of 199 for the Royals on the Aqua Lava. Going to George Myers and the Royals. Scherzer, Trout, Rosario, Velasquez, LeMahieu, Varsho, Brett Batty, India, Stanton, and Olsen. And that's going to be the first box of Hobby. In the box number 2. I will have some Platinum Anniversary coming at some point. It's been booked in my account for like a week and hasn't shipped. I don't know what to do. This is what happened with the Topps Chrome Soccer. I got it all late, and it's like when it doesn't ship on time, it's harder. It's a lot harder to break. I mean, I think Platinum Anniversary is something that can be used for mixers too. I'm gonna run those breaks pretty cheap. Probably a whole case will be like a $39 random or something like that if we ran a random. Maybe less. I gotta go math. But no, 39 sounds about right. I think it's like $100 a box, something like that. Maybe a little bit more than $100 a box. That would be roughly the price, I believe. Maybe it's a little bit more than that. I gotta check. Still can't believe the old honeypot man's running blaster cases for $1,000 profit in that big baseball group. Man, oh man. I don't know. Are you in here, Jacob, or are you not watching right now? Yeah, is it not? It is 90. That's what I thought I saw them for 100, and so it'd be like 100, and then like what? Like probably have to run the whole total to like 1,350 or 1,400, whatever that is, divided by 30. Or I would have to actually see if there's teams that need to be combined. The Platinum Anniversary product's actually pretty decent in the fact that like most of the time every team has decent autographs. We are gonna get a super. We're getting our first super fractor of the group for Topps Chrome. We're gonna put this little stack to the side and have a little suspense at the end here. At the end, at least, of this box. Not at the end of the break. Oh, bro, like, yeah. I was going to say Marte, Ryan, and I think that's profit over the retail cost of the blaster case. Gray, Rosarena, Max Meyer, Alex Call, Massey, Ryan Mountcastle. Going to the Orioles. Hold on one second. I gotta send a message. We have Garcia, Fujinami, Conforto, Ketel Marte. Sorry, my daughter, like, we put that, I don't know if you, like I said, I don't know if you guys have kids or not, but if you haven't had an infant lately, we have like an owlet for her foot before they got discontinued. Cabrera, Witt Jr., Bieber, Alex Bregman, Gonzalez, Julio Rodriguez, Caleb Killian, because of the RSV. So I was trying to figure out. And then she kicked the outlet off the railing, so Buxton, Castellano, so it's not on, but we're just trying to make sure her heart rate and her breathing stays right throughout the night. We have Freed, Jose Altuve, Mark Vientos, Ohapi, Diaz, Cal Stevenson. So I just told my wife that I'll go up there and grab the baby monitor after this break. Stan Olsen, Shohei Ohtani, Mackenzie Gore, Ivan Herrera. No, is this a hobby? What do you mean? Sorry, I'm confused. We have Jung, Harris, Blade, Oswalt Cabrera, Swanson, Grisham, and Luis Castillo. No, he's running blaster case breaks in the big baseball group with like $1,000 profit. We have Story, Albies, Burns. It's like 9 something if you add it all up. I mean, he has been having to drop teams because they haven't been snap filling like they were before, but it's ridiculous. We have Bryce Harper, C.J. Abrams, McMahon, Ohtani, Bubba Thompson, George Springer, Devers, Chris Bryant, Nolan Arenado. And then I went and asked if I could run a break in there again because I was just going to go buy a blaster case and run it at cost just to prove a point. But Asher won't let me run a break in there, so we have Alec Thomas, Arrays, Aaron Judge, Josh Bell, Jazz Chisholm, Tim Anderson, and Joe Ryan. Oh, this is a hobby box. Yeah, it's going to be a non-autograph super. We have Diaz, Crawford, Manny Machado, Miguel Cabrera, Jimenez, Hernandez. At least I think it's a super. I'm going to double. Yeah, it's definitely a super, and it's not actually a base card either. Longoria, Alvarez, Freeman, Tyler Freeman again, Castillo, Sosa, Pasquantino, Carlos Perez, Soto, Bryce Terrain, Green. We're going to have Pena, Rasmussen, Ruiz and Judge. We have Spencer Torres. It's not a taco. I was going to say we have Gorman, Masataka Yoshida, Tavar, Lindor, Kwan. We have Martinez. Have I pulled a taco? Yeah, we pulled a taco at some point in time. We have Jose Ramirez, Votto, Eaton, Verlander, and Wander Franco. Logan Webb and Melendez. We have Alvarez. Behind Alvarez, we have Paul Goldschmidt on the Superfractor, 1988. One-on-one's on here somewhere. It's up there. Going to Dusty. Get rewarded for grabbing that extra team to try to get it closed. I can't remember what team it was because getting the Red Sox to help close and gets rewarded. Paul Goldschmidt, 1988. Last year's MVP. But yes, this is a hobby box, so there's no autograph. I've never pulled a. Actually, I think that's actually lying. I think I pulled a Lewin Diaz a couple years ago, Superfractor autograph out of Topps Chrome. I couldn't tell you, brother. I was gonna say. The worst part is that Taco Fractors are selling too. That and the Frozen Fractor. Those out of 5. I mean, people wanted Topps Chrome to be different and unique, and I think they've done that at least. If there's anything arguing against that. Tacos at Del Taco. Not even Taco Bell. Be some regional taco shop. Mamacita's Tacos in Texas. No, just... Apparently I do not, Jacob. I was going to say, I was trying to ask you if you were in here earlier because I was talking about the good old honey pot, but Asher told me I'm not allowed to run brakes in there, that it's already oversaturated. So no at-cost blaster case for the group. Just doesn't have the same effect in here. People are going to be like, why are you breaking retail? Guess I can't prove my point. I have Kyle Tucker, Alex Call, Moreno, Jimenez. We have Austin Hayes, Nolan Gorman. We have Mike Trout, Scherzer, Realmuto, John Gray, Dalton Varsho, Yelich, Schwarber, Herman Marquez, Gunnar Henderson, LeMahieu, Ezekiel Duran, Michael Grove, Casas, and Langeliers. We have Marte, Duran, Zach Wheeler, Riley Green, Ian Happ, Max Meyer. I still gotta find a blaster case, to be honest. I'll just say. I put in one and the guy rejected my offer. We have Andrew McCutcheon, Ramirez, Waldichuk, Riley Green, Correa, Rendon, CJ Crone, Esteban Quaros for the Cubs. 321 out of 499. Rizzo, Gallen, Musgrove, DL Hall. Oswalt Peraza, DL Hall again. Spencer Steer, Senga. Garcia, Mullins. Brian Hayes, McClanahan, Cal Mitchell, and Bello. We have DeGrom, Suzuki. Reese Hoskins, Stowers, Garrett Cole. Have Kyle Tucker, Walker, Javier Assad, Rutschman, Acuna Jr., Cavalli, Mitchell, Haniger, Arenado, Betts, Vargas, Gosman. Got J.J. Bleday on the color match, 99 out of 99 on the green wave. That's a whole lot of green. Oh. Going to Travis. Baez, O'Neill, Adames, Trey Turner, Mike Yastrzemski, Goldschmidt, Haniger, Manny Machado, Robbie Ray, Suzuki, Tavar, George Springer, James Outman, Bo Naylor, Yu Darvish, Adley Rutschman, Kershaw, Guerrero Jr., Lowe, and Rizzo. Oh, there's still a little stack here, my bad. We have Melendez, Smith, Torkelson. We have Kevin Gosman on the 12 out of 75 on the Wave Refractor going to the Blue Jays. And Michael Weiss. Cody Clemens, Liberatore, Alvarez, Nick Prado, Jock Peterson, and Raleigh. It's going to be hobby number 3. And the first jumbo here. Nice. Yeah, some people said blasters are great. Some people said blasters are terrible. George, like, so it's all kind of. If I get in breaks, I prefer something with a guaranteed autographs, only because that's what I mostly collect. Other than building like a few football rainbows here and there, but I can also see where, like, if you run random teams, like a blaster with a chance to get the Braves or the A's at a lower price is kind of enticing. How are the blasters set up? What are they? Is it 5 packs? 12 cards per pack? Is that how it's set up? My man put that decimal place in the wrong spot. Let's get rolling. We have Lowe, Massey, Gray, Yoshida, Ruiz, Assad, Hoskins, Stowers, Cabrera, Swanson, Bo Naylor, Bichette, Wander Franco. Oh, so it's only 28 cards a box. I thought it was more. I thought it was more cards in there. You have Conforto, Bieber, Bryant, Alvarez, Moreno, Vargas, Cavalli, Mitchell, Jordan Walker, George Springer, Jose Abreu, and Adley Rutschman. Ronald Acuna, Batty, Hayes, Waldichuk, Happ, Riley Green, Goldschmidt, Baez, O'Neill, Betts. We have Bryce Harper on the 2 out of 75 Wave Refractor for the Phillies. Mike Mackey. You have Alex Bohm on the Prism Refractor. Justin Verlander, Matt Chapman, Groshans, Volpe, Carroll, and Lewis. Scherzer, Mike Trout, Yelich, Jimenez, Yastrzemski, Riley Green. We have Alex Call on the 179 out of 250 going to the Nationals, and Michael Weiss. On the true purple. Oh, can't completely whiffed on the stand there. JT Realmuto VR, Rosario Tucker, Seager, Bellinger, Casas, Langeliers, Henderson, LeMahieu, Varsho, Royce Lewis, Kershaw, and Rasmussen. Manoah, Aranda, Bregman, Toglia, Jones, Meneses, Bo Naylor, Robbie Ray, Suzuki, Wheeler, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Drury, and Smith-Jigba. Perhaps Woods, Richardson, Walsh, Adames, Tatis, Waters, Melendez, Smith, Kershaw, Guerrero Jr., Outman, Mike Trout on the Technicolor, Stroman, Pena, Xander Bogaerts, Mountcastle, Harper, Benintendi. Have Nelson, Ramirez, Peterson, Raleigh, Clemens, Liberatore, Josh Jung, Travis Swaggerty for the Pirates, and that's going to go to Michael Weiss. Tim Anderson on the refractor. Cal Stevenson, Eaton, Gosman, Stroman, Bohm, Rizzo, Gallen, Correa, Rendon, McCutchen, Avisail Garcia for the Marlins on the negative. It's going to Michael Weiss. Mike Trout, Nolan Gorman, Salvador Perez, Encarnacion, Semien, Senga, Grove, Bello, Dermis Garcia, Mullins, Peraza, Hall, Xander Bogaerts, Lodolo, and Machado. O'Neill, Cruz, Stevenson, Darvish, Ezekiel Tavar, Pujols, Colas, Lodolo, Drury, Abreu, Mitchell, Francisco Alvarez, Gosman, Torkelson, Vaughn, Grisham, Alvarez, Downs, Murphy, Morel, Thompson, Freddie Freeman, Bichette, Alcantar, Ethan Small. Gonna have Sosa, Austin Riley for the Braves, and Joey Wiemer. Solid ass name, that's for sure. Aqua Wave going to the Brewers, 42 out of 199, and that's going to Robbie Coleman. I mean, Weimer's a starter that's a little bit older, but, I mean, he's only been a professional baseball player for a year or two. He still starts in right field, doesn't he? I mean, was it the best jumbo in the history of jumbos? No. I feel like Weimer's a pretty good autograph. Maybe I'm wrong. Could there be better autographs? 100%. I think Alex Call with his inscription does pretty good too, if I'm not mistaken. Swaggerty is a shitty autograph, though. Pardon my language if anyone's kids watching. The biggest autograph consolation prize ever, Joey Wiemer. For everyone chasing Jackson Churio, getting Joey Wiemers when they had the Brewers. He's changed his autograph since his first moment a little bit, too. Moving pretty well through this break, too. We have Burns, Julio Rodriguez, Meyer, Alex Call, Cron, Miguel Cabrera, Avisail Garcia, Fujinami, Spencer Steer, Musgrove, Bobby Witt, Josh Jung, Brian Hayes, Bubba Thompson, Cabrera, and Herrera. Good old rhyming partners there in the sequencing of the packs. We have Contreras, Stevenson, Oscar Gonzalez, J-Rod, Miranda, Michael Stefanik, Buxton, Nick Castellanos, Luis Robert, Oscar Gonzalez, Moreno, Vargas, Bell, Alex Bregman, O'Neill, Betts, Green. We have Matthew Batten for the Padres. It's going to Matt Raj. Padres autograph. To the side, we have Goldschmidt, Baez, Gore, and Arozarena. Strimsky, Riley Green, J.J. Bleday, Cruz, Yelich, Jimenez, Prado, Garrett Cole, Scherzer, and Trout. O'Neill, Cruz, Melendez, Carlos Perez, Soto, Morel, Luis Castillo, Verlander, Wander Franco, Sean Murphy, Bryce Harper, Pena, Rasmussen, Downs, Freddie Freeman on the refractor, Spencer Torkelson, Gorman, Francisco Alvarez, Anthony Rizzo on the 46 out of 250 going to the Yankees. True purple. Gonna have Lindor, Kwan, Grisham, Michael Harris a second on the refractor for the Braves. Going to Eric Black, we have Marte, Ryan, Ward, Goldschmidt, Vientos, Ohapi, Alonso, Ezekiel Tovar, Stanton, Olsen, Riley, Ramirez. We have Cabrera, Swanson, Ramon Laureano, Vinny Pasquantino, Rhys Hoskins, Stowers. We have O'Neill Cruz, Nolan Arenado on the Fuchsia Sparkle. Jordan Walker, Assad, Luis Ortiz, DeGrom, Cavalli, and Garrett Mitchell. That was Hobby Box 4. This is no, Chad. It's not the blaster case. I was gonna say I wanted to run the blaster case in the big baseball group, but I'm not allowed. I'm banished. Joey the Price Basher Langfelder is not allowed to run hobby, or not allowed to run breaks in the big baseball group. Speaking of the White Sox, man, is Robert still having a really good year? I know that Ohtani's hands down the AL MVP, but kind of feel bad for Luis Robert because he was having a fantastic year. I don't know if he still is or not, but we have JD Martinez, Schwarber, Nelson Velasquez, Peguero, India, Call, Marte, Ryan, Lindor, Kwan, Freddie Freeman, Adley Rutschman, Pasquantino, Stefanik, Michael Harris II, Diaz, Fried, Judge, Bobby Witt Jr., Josh Jung, Avisail Garcia, Fujinami, Meyer, Ezequiel Tovar, Jose Ramirez, and Josh Bell. Smith Jigbo Rillamuto, Adley Rutschman, Garrett Cole, DeGrom, Castellanos, Oscar Gonzalez, Julio Rodriguez, Miguel Cabrera Herrera. We have Anthony Rendon. Hold on, I got something that'll get Mercado's. Get Mercado a little excited here. First off, first time I've ever received cards in a Ziploc bag. Yes, we're taking a random intermission. My apologies. But I picked these up. This is like the dirtiest one touch ever. I need to put in a different one touch. But I picked up a good old rookie Jordan. Diamond Icons. And speaking of Kyle Tucker, good old Inception rookie Kyle Tucker. I love Jordan. I was going to say we have Alex Bregman, Randy Arozarena, Votto, Longoria, Sosa, Machado, Anderson, Stanton, Olsen, Vientos, O'Hoppe, Buxton. We're going to have Alex Bregman. Here we go. Big hit for the Cardinals. Jordan Walker, 95 out of 250 on the purple. Going to Dusty. I'm like the Yin Yang Twins for Jordan Walker. Let me whisper in your ear. I have Hunter Green, Massey, John Gray, Yoshida, Ruiz, Terang, Assad, Hoskins, Stowers, Cabrera, Swanson, Riley Green, Scherzer, Altuve, Bieber, Conforto, Bryant, Alvarez, and Lowe. We got Moreno, Vargas, Cavalli, Mitchell, Jordan Walker, Kyle Tucker, McCutcheon, and Gore. Batty, Hayes, Waldachuk, Happ, Reynolds, Green, Goldschmidt, Baez, O'Neill, Betts, Gunnar Henderson, Manoah, Nolan Arenado, Volpe, Groshans, Corbin Carroll, Lewis, Acuna Jr., Scherzer, Trout, Yelich, Jimenez, Yastrzemski, and Nolan Gorman. I have Will Benson for the Guardians. It's going to Greg Wisser. J.J. Bleday, Rosario, Tucker, Seager, Bellinger, Chapman, Casas, Langeliers, Henderson, LeMahieu, Varsho, Spencer Torkelson, 18 out of 99 on the green wave. Not the Tiger Jacob's looking for, but at least it's some color. I mean, yeah, but even if he pulled you 3 autographs, you probably paid triple what they cost. Bichette, Marquez, Aranda, Bregman, Taglia, Jones, VR. And I said getting 3 Brian Serving autographs does not count, Jacob. We have Meneses, Bo Naylor, Robbie Ray, Suzuki, Zach Wheeler, Springer, Anthony Rendon, Turner, Walsh, Adames, Fernando Tatis Jr., Waters, Manoah, MJ Melendez, Smith, Kershaw, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Outman, George Kirby, Drew Waters, and Logan Webb. We have Mountcastle, Harper, Benintendi, Nelson, Woods Richardson, Ramirez, Peterson, Raleigh, Clemens, Liberatore, Riley Green, and another Joey Weimer. It's going to be Ezekiel Duran behind him on the 295 out of 299 going to Robbie Coleman on the Purple Sparkle. All right, Toglia is pretty good. That's going to be the second jumbo. At least I think Toglia is a little bit underrated compared to what the amount of love people give him. Bro, I could if I put my prices half off, I go bankrupt in like a month. It's wild to me. Like, I mean, I guess if it's a really low team like the Giants, if they're $20 to make them $10, but like I don't know how someone can put like half their teams down $15 a spot. Whenever you can take $150, $200 off your break and still make money. Say running in Billy Jr. prices. Oh, I agree, Jeff. I said I'm not arguing. I said something and I got put on the naughty list. So I'm gonna just mind my P's and Q's in my own group on my own channel where I'm allowed to have my own freedom of speech. I forget what they used to be called instead of honey pot breaks or whatever the hell they're called now. They used to be called like the Two Brothers or the Brothers Bitman or some shit like that. I think Mike McGarry knows what they used to be called. They changed their name because somebody called them out. Like it got so bad that people were calling them out for a bad price and they like just switched their group name. Now they just have a group name that just literally they pretty much just tried to copy and paste Chet's name and switch a letter, I think, so. Not rips with rips with rocket or rocket rips or whatever. Rips with rocket with I don't know. Not Chet's group, but the one that's the Bowman group. Luckily, I got kicked out of that one too, Chet, because I joined that group one day thinking it was your group. I was like, why did Chet kick me out of his group? But then I realized it wasn't your group. And just kind of stayed in it because you never know when you're going to find somebody that puts too low, does a fire sale and puts cards too low somewhere. But, yeah, man, literally. I know you showed me that, and I was like, that looks familiar. I didn't realize that was his. I didn't realize that was their group, though. I thought it was somebody else's till you said something to me. That'd be like if someone made a Charm City Collectibles group and just tried to be like, yeah. I don't know. We have Brett Batty, Byron Buxton, Tyler Freeman, Castillo, Ronald Acuna Jr., Josh Jung, Carlos Perez. I think I got it for like $60. We have Soto, Corbin Carroll, Lewis, Verlander, Wander Franco, Anthony Volpe, Trevor Story, Pena, Rasmussen, Groshans, Downs, Torkelson, Gorman, Chapman, and Sosa. I pulled the used car salesman pitch on him though. Like if I'm trying to buy a used car, I told him I think it was $60. And I said $60. I was like, take it or leave it. I was like, I don't need to buy the car. We have Lindor. He came back like 4 days later. Was like, I'll do it for $60 if you still take the Yordan Alvarez at the price that he was asking for. Woods, Richardson, Votto, because I think the Yordan Alvarez is $100. We have Jordan Walker, Assad. At first, I thought he was a scammer, to be honest. No, I know Tucker doesn't sell high. We have Aranda, Mark Vientos, Byron Buxton, Nick Castellanos, Alex Bregman, Riley, Vientos, Ohapi, Alex Bregman, Michael Stefanik. Yeah, I will be doing Cosmic Randoms for the Angels. You guys have shown me that randoms can work. We have Ant Martin with the Angels on Stefanik. Austin Fishbach has proved me the group has proved me wrong, and it was the only reason I started running random was like Austin was like, just try it. Like he's like, I'll take at least a spot, and I was like, all right, man, it's gonna fall on its face. We had Stanton, Olsen, Fernando Tatis Jr., C.J. Abrams, Oswaldo Cabrera, Swanson, Jared Walsh, Alvarez, Hoskins, and Stowers. I more grabbed Kyle Tucker because I think Kyle Tucker will be a Hall of Famer. Like, it was more like a long-term... Him and Jordan were more like long-term holds. Like, I know neither of them sell for, like, a ton. Gunnar Henderson, C.J. Abrams, McMahon, Bryant, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Springer, Devers, Michael Conforto, Scherzer, Alec Thomas, Arrays, Bieber, Ozzie Albies, Chisholm, Sale, Reynolds. We're going to have Alec Thomas again for the Diamondbacks, 22 out of 399. Great picture, man. Alec Thomas just stopped hitting the ball this year. I don't know what happened to him. He reminds me, it's like who's the guy from the Mariners that won Rookie of the Year? It's like Kyle Lewis, like just literally disappeared off the face of the earth. J.P. Crawford, Ian Happ, Manny Machado, Eloy Jimenez, Teoscar Hernandez, Bellinger, Francisco Alvarez, Marte, Ryan, Rosario. I have Bogarts, Meyer, Alex Call, VR, Bichette, Havasayo Garcia, Fujinami, Jones, McMahon, Witt, Jung, Riley Green, that is. Luis Ortiz, 68 out of 199 on the Aqua. Miguel Cabrera, Herrera, Taglia, Evan Longoria, Gonzalez, and Julio Rodriguez. I will say that I'm curious to see what Topps comes out with because their pre-sale, I think, was $250 per box in the Cosmic Chrome. I'm really curious to see what they come out as their actual sale price because it shouldn't be much higher than that with no guaranteed autograph. I know that the cards have good resale value, or at least they did last year. And I know people were bitching about the $250 price, but when the boxes are selling for like $600 last year, like what do you want Topps to do? Be like, nah, guys, we'll sell it at $150 and you guys can sell it at $600 resale price again. Like I don't know what people expect if people are reselling. So that's the thing too, right? If the people at Topps have eyes, in the sense of like they can be like, oh, this box did like stupid amount of money last year after it got released, and we released it at a certain price. Let's A, print a little bit more of it, and B, raise the price some. Like, and that's what they did. It's like straight business. So I think it's good for the hobby. No. Like I don't think they should have raised the price of it that much, but if it'd be like the same thing if like me or you making like handmade necklaces or handmade bracelets or whatever, we would be like, all right, well the market is this. Like you're not going to sell it below market to let somebody else buy it and resell your thing, right? So I see where Fanatics is coming from. I don't know if I fully agree on it. Like I think with some product this year they're kind of bending people over a little bit, but it's also like, okay, people complain about Topps Chrome, but the price went up $100 a box, like in the resale market. And I get maybe it was a little bit inflated because of the national and maybe just really good marketing. But I mean, that's money Fanatics is technically missing out on because they sold the box for X amount and then it went up even higher than like what Topps sold it at. Because I think Topps came in at what, $330 on jumbos, and they've been at like a like a $385 to $410, $415 since the national. And that's like 30% higher than what they like Topps had it out at. So we have Ortiz, Laureano, Riley, Starling Marte, Jake McCarthy. We have Freeman, Castillo, Jimenez, Hernandez, Alexis Diaz. But I do think that the product is A, good this year, and B, the draft class or the rookie class is really good. Logan O'Hoppe, Bichette, Riley Green, Blade, Gore, Bell, Green, Robert, Drew Rasmussen, Verlander, Wander Franco, Perez, Soto, Gorman, George Springer, Woods Richardson, Brown. I have McClanahan, Prado, and Durant. I do think the draft class. I do think that the rookie class will be pretty good next year too. We have Trey Turner, Wander Franco, Kwan, Torkelson, Gorman, Pena, Freddie Freeman, 64 out of 125 of the Dodgers on the blue Sonar. Oh boy, I was gonna say. Sounds like a Tuesday for me. No, just let's see. We got Corbin Burns, Yastrzemski, Paguero, India, Crawford, Blackman, Molina, Shintaro Fujinami, Meyer, Alex Call, Marte, Ryan, Springer, Oscar Gonzalez, and Ryan Nelson. Nice purple sparkle, 256 out of 299 of the Guardians. I don't even mind sorting. Like, sorting's like kind of like just chill. What I really don't like is Greg Wisser on the Oscar Gonzalez. The worst thing is just shipping because there's no way to like make it go faster because you have to be like precise about it. You have to make sure you put in the right address and get the right guy and all that other stuff. So there's just like no way to Matt Fried, Judge, Martinez, Schwarber. Like at least when I'm sorting cards, I can like watch a TV show or something. You can't do that while you're actually doing shipping. We have Velasquez, Miguel Cabrera, Herrera, Witt Jr., Jung, Garcia, Royce Lewis. By the way, speaking of shipping, if anyone gets those cards, please send them back. I was going to say Kershaw, Jimenez, Cole, DeGrom, Harris II, Stefanik, Diaz, Logan Hoppy. I don't need another Nolan Arenado situation where that Nolan Arenado autograph never showed up. We have Buxton, Nick Castellanos, Oscar Gonzalez, Julio Rodriguez, Riley Green, Luis Arraez, and Benintendi. Machado, Anderson, Smith-Jigba, Realmuto, Rutschman. We have Oswaldo Cabrera, Swanson, Stanton, Olsen, Vientos, Michael Harris II on the Technicolor, Ohtani on the Prism. Nice little 40 banger right there for Ant. Yelich, Ruiz, Terang, Votto, Longoria, Sosa, Garrett Mitchell. You have Jordan Walker, Javier Assad, Hoskins, Stowers, Guerrero. Have Ryan Mountcastle, Cal Mitchell. It was from break 3. I was going to say Yordan Alvarez, low. Massey, gray. Yoshida. O'Neill, Betts, Moreno, Vargas, Arrays. There's a couple people that I think it got sent. It had to be sent to somebody that has a box because Dennis picks his stuff up from the store. So Mike Trout, I put it to the side, and when I put it to the side, I must have put somebody's cards on top of his cards and just grabbed them all and put them in a box to ship them. We have Mike Trout, Ian Happ, Brian Reynolds, Bieber, Conforto, Bryant, Jimenez, Yastrzemski, Riley Green, Paul Goldschmidt. Just some people like for instance Mitch Schwegman. He lives in like a golf course in Arizona, so it takes forever for mail to get to him. We have Baez, Josh Jung, Alec Thomas, and Bryce Harper. And I used to send him stuff UPS, but UPS got more expensive after the union deal they just struck. Lewis, Ronald Acuna Jr., Batty, Hayes, Ken Waldachuk, DJ LeMahieu, Varsho, Scherzer, Trout, Yelich, Alvarez, Haniger, Scherzer, Bellinger, Chapman, Groshans, Volpe, Corbin Carroll. We have Suzuki, Wheeler, Tristan Casas, Langeliers, Henderson. I'm going to have Bogarts. Yeah, somebody that wears pinstripes here. It's going to be Sosa for the White Sox on the $4.99 and Bogarts again. 43 out of 49. I'm just happy it's not like a Corbin Carroll or a Rutschman. I mean, I'm not happy at all. But on a positive note, like, the cards are replaceable. Like, people are actually selling them and won't be dicks about them if they're trying. Like, people that are selling them just aren't Mets fans or whatever compared to. Could imagine like a Rutschman. Actually, one of the hardest things ever was I'm still like 95% positive this dude got this autograph because there's just no way I ever could have switched the cards out. He was just so pissy every time he didn't get a hit, so I think he just lied about it. But there was a Christopher Morel in Series 1 or whatever. Like, nobody had it. Like, everybody that shipped with him, like, I messaged everybody. It was so hard to buy another Christopher Morel because people, like, at the time, he got sent it down to AAA, so people wanted, like, way more money than the card was worth at the time. I finally ended up getting one for, like, $17. I think that card's worth, like, $60 now. I should have bought more of them. I was just being a cheap ass, to be honest, but... Also, people just wouldn't sell them. They had them for like $55. Like a base Christopher Morel autograph in 1988 out of Series 1 is not a $50 card. Not at the time that the product came out, at least. Morel was not doing well. He got sent down for performance issues. So... It's never good to get sent down for performance issues, that's for sure. I was surprised. I thought a lot of Pete Alonso's prices are down a little bit. I mean, I guess it's like his 4th or 5th year card, but even his rookie stuff is not as high a price as I thought it would be. Somebody's like the face of the Mets franchise. I guess if your team's struggling, people just don't collect your cards as hard. Maybe, not sure. Blade, Salvador Perez, Jazz Chisholm, have Sale, Turner, Xander Bogaerts, Alexis Diaz, J.P. Crawford, Ezekiel Duran, Bo Bichette, Jimenez, Teoscar Hernandez, Prado. I have Garcia, Freeman, Castillo, McClanahan with Gabriel Moreno for the Diamondbacks, 153 out of 399. And that's going to Jake. In his second break, his first pick your team. We have Perez, Soto, Brown, Blackman, Verlander, Wander Franco, Molina, Avisail Garcia on the Prism, Pena, Rasmussen, Blackman, Austin Riley, Torkelson, Gorman, Crawford. We have Jonah Bride, 41 out of 199, going to the A's on the Aqua Wave, and that's going to go to Travis. Lindor, Kwan. I have Jonathan India, Bello, Marte, Ryan, Paguero, Semien, Meyer, Alex Call, Velasquez, Crawford, Avisail Garcia, and Fujinami. Miranda, Diaz, Drury. You have Abreu, Alonso, Scherzer, Sandy Alcantara, Ethan Small, Jake McCarthy, Oswald Peraza. For Freddie Freeman, Bichette, Marte, Christopher Morel on the negative. The big random's next. Let's see it fill before the baby random did. Vinny Pasquantino, Thompson, just barely before. We have Austin Riley and Hunter Brown. Tuve, Arozarena, Laureano, Fujinami, Marquez, Arenado, Ward, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Oscar Colas, Lodolo, Luis Soto, Jung, Webb, Meneses, Luis Robert, Adley Rutschman, Story, Albies, Josh Bell, Cedric Mullins, Abrams, McMahon, Hunter Green, Encarnacion, Springer, Devers, Gore, Molina, Alec Thomas, and Luis Arraez. We'll see if there's a big hit in there or not. Riley, Starling Marte, Jake McCarthy, Alonso. We have Ward, Chisholm, Sale, Thomas, Arraez, Springer, Acuna, Adames, CJ Abrams. I'm going to ship to PSA at least one bulk order every week, every Sunday. I didn't do one last week because, I'll be honest with you, two guys pulled out of their submissions, and I didn't have other cards prepped, so I didn't have 25 cards. I have to, Jacob, I actually have to get with you and tell you what your cards look like. So remind me afterwards to let you know about. I think 3 of the 4 Carroll bases I have here are good to go. They should gem. Doesn't mean that they will. I think the other one's a little iffy, but I want to. I'm going to clean it up and see if I can fix it. We have Bell, Hunter Green, but I think the centering was all good on all of them. I'll double check. I have it written down on a sheet of paper. Ortiz, Luis Robert, Laureano, Castillo, Jimenez, Teoscar Hernandez, Diaz, Crawford, Austin Riley. We have Bello for the Red Sox, 350 out of 499. They look pretty good, Jeff. I got to look at the centering. Looked pretty good on them. I got to go and look at the surface. I got to pull them out and look at the surface under light. We 350 out of 499 on the refractor. Yadier Molina, Nick Pratto, Duran, Trey Turner, Blade, and Gort. Bello should be up on the board. He's better than Caleb Killian. Come on now. Let's go to the Sox, and Dusty's just having himself a day. We have Verlander, Wander Franco, Perez, Soto, Freeman, Eaton on the fuchsia. Yeah, that works. I'm just letting you know, just so you know, a lot of Bo Bichette. Yeah, I'm breaking the randoms tonight, George. On the fuchsia for the Royals, we have Alvarez, Devers, Crawford, Blackman, Molina, Brown, McClanahan, Kwan, Torkelson, Gorman, Pena, Rasmussen, and Tristan Casas. I will say for the Bows and Robert, they do. I'm not saying that they 100% do it, but it seems like they do some minor population control. We got Rizzo, Blackman, Martinez, Schwarber. Like you could probably send them like 4 out of the 5 cards, and they should all be a 10, and they'll just give 1 a 9 to give 1 a 9. We have Velasquez, Paguero, India, Max Meyer, Alex Call, Marte, Ryan, Lindor, Spencer Strider, Walsh. Doesn't mean that I've sent Bows and Roberts there too, like in the last month. So we have Springer, Stefanik. It doesn't shy me away, but I do know that some cards that should be 10s might end up getting 9 just for population control. Harris is second, Diaz, Freed, Judge, Herrera, Witt, Jung, Garcia, Fujinami, Christopher Morel. We got a gold wave Jordan Walker, 49 out of 50 for the Cardinals, and Dusty Carter. And that would be a monster. Say the Cardinals had quite a break. Good old Weimer back there. We have Eaton, Gosman, Stroman, Bohm, Bogarts, Rizzo, Gallen, Correa, Rendon, McCutchen, Burns, and Kershaw. We have Ozzy Albies, Salvador Perez, Simeon, Encarnacion, Senga, Stevenson, Bello, Garcia, Mullins, Peraza, Hall. I have Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Carrera, and Prado. We have Cruz, Stevenson, Darvish, Ezekiel Tavar, Pujols, Colas, Lodolo, Jury, Abreu, Mitchell, Nick Prado for the Royals. On the negative, let's go into George. Tatis, Trevor Story, Vaughn, Grisham, Alvarez, Jeter Downs, Murray, Morel, Thompson, Freeman, Bichette, Alcantar, Ethan Small, Josh Jung, Jordan Diaz for the A's. And Travis. McClanahan. CJ Cron, Haniger, Grove, Otani, Burns, Marquez, Arenado, Altuve, Arozarena, Pasquantino, Mackenzie Gore, Trout, McMahon, Miranda, Contreras, Hayes, Spencer Steer, Musgrove, Devers, Abrams, McMahon, Story, Albies, Bogarts, Gallen, and Hunter Brown. That's going to be the break. Gonna have a quick recap of the hits. Give me 1 second. Into the non-autograph hits. We have Nick Prado on the Aqua Lava. Nick Prado on the negative, the Fuchsia Eaton. Morel on the negative. Moreno on the Fuchsia, the negative Arrays. Green Wave Blade. Freddie Freeman on the blue Sonar. Ortiz on the Aqua, the Fuchsia Thomas. Harper on the Wave Refractor. Torkelson on the Green Wave. Rendon on the Fuchsia Sparkle. Arenado on the Fuchsia Sparkle. Rizzo on the True Purple. Mountcastle on the green, Avisail Garcia on the negative, Arenado on the fuchsia. On the teal or aqua, we have green on the purple sparkle, Gosman on the wave refractor, and Wilson Contreras on the base. Get into the autographs. Jordan Diaz for the Athletics. On the base, Shea Langeliers for the Athletics, Caleb Killian. Jonah Bride for the Athletics on the Aqua Wave. Sosa on the Refractor. Cal Mitchell on the base. Stefanik on the base. Benson on the base. Swaggerty on the base. Batten on the base. Corroz on the Refractor. Bello on the Refractor for the Red Sox. Weimer on the Aqua Wave and the Purple Sparkle for the Brewers. Oscar Gonzalez on the Purple Sparkle. Alex Call on the True Purple for the Nationals. We have the Superfractor, Paul Goldschmidt on 1988 for the Cardinals. We're going to have not one, but two Jordan Walkers, the Purple True Purple out of 250 and the Gold Wave out of 50. And that's going to the Cardinals and Dusty. I appreciate you guys getting the break. You guys have a good night and be safe. I will see y'all in a little bit for the half case random with the Delight. We'll make it right around 1:15. Appreciate y'all. See you in a little bit.